You're welcome to the Nightly Strange.
Welcome to the Nightly Strange, everyone. I'm Kay Stanley. Riding solo tonight. D-Mac Uno, Kilo Keys, and Rozzy the Champ cannot be with us, but D-Mac said the show must go on. So here we are. So tonight's guests got some two wonderful local business owners in the community. From the Factory Fitness Center, we've got Jesse and Kendall.
How's it going?
Hi. All right, so, for those in the audience who aren't familiar with you, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and start. I was raised in Kitsap County, went to school here, went to college in Iowa, and then after that came back here to start the Factory Fitness Center in its early days, and basically ever since then I've met my wife, Kendall, here, and outside of that, we basically just spend most of our time working on the gym and staying busy.
Yeah. Okay, wait, real quick. Iowa. Excuse me.
Yes.
But,
Yes.
Let's unpack that, because was that a choice, or did you have to go?
It was a choice at the time.
Oh, wow,
I hated the weather of Washington so much that I was like, I will go anywhere other than Washington.
Really better.
And in Iowa, I don't know if it was better. It was definitely colder, but I gave a chance to try out a different weather pattern. That's for sure.
Oh, for sure. I bet they're, excuse me, I bet they're winters. And when I think of them Midwest winters.
Oh yeah,
pretty gnarly.
Negative 40. Like you actually get like alerts on your phone, like don't go outside, you could die. It's a little different than here.
Oh wow. So when they say winter is coming in Iowa, like they're not playing.
They're really serious about their winter.
That's hilarious. All right, Kendall, you're up. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Same thing. I grew up here in Kitsap County. I went to school in Port Orchard. Did not go far for school. I just went right up to Bellingham, went to Western.
Okay, yes.
And then I was actually a client at the gym, and that's how Jesse and I met. So,
woo!
All right. Stereotypes about that,
but
no, it's like an office romance, kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of. Trainer, client, all that good stuff.
So I was a client for about 6 months, and then decided to jump on board and have been working at the factory ever since.
Okay, yeah, I see you there pretty much anytime I come in there for supplements. I always see you, so I know you stay grinding, Kendall, for the cause.
I live there.
Exactly. But I love that. That just goes to show your passion. So what did you both do before becoming a business owner? Unless was that your goal, where you're like, yo, I want to be a business owner?
That was basically what I started with. When I graduated college, I'd been talking about it for a while, opening a gym, like doing some personal or stuff like that. And so once I graduated, it probably took about 6 months to pack my stuff up from Iowa, get home, and get the garage doors open on a little gym.
I did not have any plans to run a business.
She might still be a little annoyed about it.
Yeah. No, I bet, but it's nice to be in control. What was your first job, your first paying job, Kendall?
My first job was at a restaurant. Yeah, I worked just bussing tables. And then before, right before that, I worked at a company that handled retirement plans. So I was a little bit in the finance side of things.
Oh.
So huge change for me.
But that kind of rolls over into, running a business, right? A little bit, or we're talking.
I'm a nerd. I like the numbers side. So that side of it's good for me.
Yeah. There you go. What were you doing, Jesse, before you were a business owner? What was your first job?
I was working at Best Buy in Iowa before I made this back here. I'm a big electronics person, so I basically never got a paycheck because I just used it all on stuff that I was selling to other people too. But it was a good way to collect some electronics while I was working.
Well, okay. So I got a question. This actually came up recently about, do the new OLED QLEDs, do those get burn-in? So if I'm playing like Call of Duty and I hit pause and walk away, do I have to worry about burn-in on my screen?
Well, it's been about 10 years since I've been in that industry, so I might be wrong, but I would assume they've fixed that, because that used to be a big problem, but I imagine people were getting annoyed enough with that type of stuff that they've found a way to fix that.
Okay, that's good to know. I was thinking about that the other day, and I was like, maybe I should unpause this. I don't know. So I'll quit running around doing that. But that's steps. Okay, so I know part of working out, for me at least, it's huge with music. So, I thought I'd kind of trick it up a little bit. If you can loop one song, right, while you're working out, you have to pick. What song are you going with?
Interesting. So if I had to pick one, it might be Before I Forget by Slipknot, if I had to pick one. Just one, though.
Okay.
Only because I've been listening to that one since way too long ago.
All right, what are you looping, Kendall?
Mine changes probably weekly. Currently, actually a good go-to, I really like The Used, The Taste of Ink. That's like a good go-to song for me.
Okay. I was just listening to a song where I feel like I was going through a little revisiting my emo phase, if you will, and then they came up, and I was like, "Why have I not listened to this?" Now I can't even. I just gave them a double tap on Spotify. Yes, to use.
It's great workout music.
Every time something like that comes on anymore, I'm like, "Why is this not on my playlist?"
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes, there it is. So do you ever have to turn the song or the station at your gym, or is it really up to everyone else to kind of bring their own tunes? Or do you let the people control?
Yeah, we stopped letting people have control because that got a little wild for a little bit with everybody. It'd go from, Taylor Swift to, hardcore metal, all kinds of crazy stuff. And then people had control of the volume, and all of a sudden the walls would be shaking. So we had to remove that, unfortunately, although that was super fun. And so now we have just a gym playlist that we can add songs to. People request them. And I think it's got like 500 something songs on there that's just on repeat. And so it's
wow.
You hear the same song for like several days at a time. And that's why
it's going to take you a minute.
Yeah. And it's nice because then there's a huge variety. I mean, we have all kinds of stuff on there, and that way nobody can say that we don't play every different type of music.
Do you find that one genre or song is getting requested more than the others?
I would say it's probably a mix of, like, the two most requested would probably be like rap and probably rock.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, probably a mix of those. I think EDM's gotten really trendy recently, so we've been getting a lot of requests for that. Which is surprising because we used to play that at, like, when the gym first started, and we used to get complaints about it, so we stopped playing it, and now it's becoming super trendy. So it's starting to come back.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's actually kind of funny. So we'll just roll right into a quick this or that. So I didn't send this to y'all, so this is just going to be a surprise, this or that. So this or that, cardio or weightlifting?
Weightlifting for sure.
I really like cardio. I like them both. I think I would choose cardio. I just love it. It's
walking into the gym is enough cardio for me.
Like, I use it as a stress reliever. I love it.
I could see that. Okay, so what's your favorite? Okay, now we got a segue. I told you it's going to be like this nightly strange. We don't have a set path over here. But what's your favorite cardio to get in?
It depends on my mood. I'm a big fan of like HIIT cardio, where you just mix it up at like tire flips, speeding the tire up with the hammer, like sled pushes, all the fun kind of cardio, wall balls even. I know most people hate those, but I think they're fun.
She's the type of
I like burpees. Like, I want to die in my workouts. Like, I want to barely be able to walk out of there.
Yeah, lets you know that if you're about to die, lets you know you're really alive, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But okay, so for those who don't know, what is HIIT?
High intensity interval training.
Yep.
There you go. So just for those who just aren't acquainted, what does that mean when you're talking about these HIIT workouts?
It basically means that you're going as hard as possible for short durations, because obviously you can't maintain it for super long periods of time. So you go as hard as you can, break time for a little bit longer, then go back to as hard as you can. So instead of the steady state, you're on a treadmill for 30 minutes to an hour, that gets really boring. HIIT makes it so that you can go really hard, break, go really hard again. And a lot of people find it a lot more fun because you can switch it up a lot easier, go between exercises. And so you don't always have to do the same thing over and over. And it's actually really good for your heart because, in general in life, your heart rate's going to go up and down unless you're not doing anything. So having a steady heart rate, while good, like high intensity type stuff going back and forth, really puts your heart through different different paces basically. And so it can be really healthy for your cardiovascular system.
That sounds right up my alley. I was never one to hop in like cross country and make me run like 10 miles. Like, no, that doesn't sound fun. Like the back and forth. The biggest long distance I think I can do is probably with soccer, but it sounds more like HIIT because you're getting all those different kinds of runs in. Yeah. All right. So I need more HIIT because the pandemic was crazy as far as like bulking season was like 2 years.
I think everybody could have put on a good 10, 20 pounds pretty quickly when that happened.
Oh yeah. It was fine until it wasn't fine. I don't know what happened. That was so crazy. All right. So what's actually is a quick segue that, you guys are still able to thrive. Whereas during the pandemic, there was a lot of gyms that were not able to survive and then make it post-pandemic. What do you think led to your success?
A lot of it for us is, a lot of different like gyms and stuff will say they have the best members, but they're all wrong. Like we most definitely do have all the best, the best members.
They were very loyal.
They were super loyal, and then I think being upfront, like telling them like what was going on, like what we wanted to do and how it was going to work and the reality of the situation, and that, a lot of gyms are going to be closing because they're not able to make it without those monthly payments. And so from the get-go, we sent out an email to everybody and just said, the reality of this is if you want this to be around in a year, a lot of people are going to have to maintain their payments because our bills don't stop. And we're going to use all this money now. It's like all of this money isn't going into our pockets. We're not going to be going down the road buying, on a shopping spree. We're using it to pay our employees and pay our bills. And so because we weren't like paying ourselves or anything like that, we were able to survive on a lot less of our what we normally rely on revenue wise. But enough people reached out and said, hey, keep my membership, that it was just enough to kind of get through that little bit of time. And like I said, I think just everybody appreciated us being upfront, like, and telling them the reality of the situation, not hiding anything, not saying, this is fine, or you can't do this, because plenty of people reached out and said, hey, I can't afford it right now. Like, I'm out of a job. And we made it super easy to put memberships on hold or whatever the people needed. So that way everybody was getting taken care of at the same time.
We also had members that reached out and were like, hey, I want to pay for 3 people who can't afford it right now. Like, so pay my membership if I want to pay 3 more, but keep it anonymous. And so we truly had absolute best members and putting it up.
Yep.
I'm over here like clutching. No one can see, only y'all. But I was just like, that really touched my heart because sometimes with all the negative, it's easy to forget that there are nice people out there who just want to do genuine nice things. And so I love what they were doing for your gym, but then also doing for their fellow gym buddies and partners. So, that's good.
Well, especially during that period of time, it was kind of scary because we were seeing what other like gym owners were posting and getting sent, and they were getting all kinds of mean messages and all kinds of crazy stuff. And so every time like our phone would ding, we'd be like, oh no, what's going wrong? And it'd be like a nice message from one of our members like saying like, hey, love what you guys do, like make sure you keep my membership so that way it's still available. And people, like she said, like, hey, I want to pay for such and such amount for other people so that they can keep their membership. And so every time we looked at our phone, it was like, restoring faith in everybody, and just it was really nice.
I love that. That was a very interesting time. There were so many unknowns. Like if we could get a do-over, I think that it should start with what you were just talking about, just being more open, honest, just admitting what you don't know. That just goes a long way. And I think the way that you both handled the running of your business shows that people appreciate that level of transparency and honesty.
Exactly. And most people are really cool about stuff as long as you're upfront. It's when you set the expectation of something else and then you change it. That's when we found that people tend to start getting angry about stuff. But if you're just honest from the beginning, then that it's a two-way street. They appreciate that, and then they'll return the favor.
So now that you've got a loyal, sort of following here at your gym, what would you say is the hardest part about being a gym owner just in our area specifically?
I mean, there's a lot of challenges. Most of it, I think most business owners can anticipate. I think the biggest issue for us, or not even issue, just the challenge that we face is gyms are notorious for having turnover. I mean, you fully expect that a certain percentage of your membership base is going to be gone every single month, which is already hard. Especially when you love your members and stuff. I mean, we've had some of our like best friends ever from the gym And so when they always have, people move and people change jobs and all that stuff. So you already kind of have that built into the systems, and that part sucks. But then you add to it the transient nature of Kitsap County with the base and the military population. A lot of times you can't expect people to stay around for more than a year because of, for whatever reason, but especially with the military. I mean, they don't even get a choice most of the time of where they're going. They just get a message saying, hey, you're going this place on this date. Bye. And that doesn't help with hiring members, all that stuff. Like the best team in the world, and there's a chance that some of them are going to be gone even if they never wanted to leave. And then same thing with members. They just don't
There's
come
nothing
and go.
we can do. We can't make the gym any better to keep them because they have to leave for whatever. But it happens a lot. Just this isn't home to them, and so either they get out or they get different orders and they go back home. And there's nothing we can do at the gym level to make it better to avoid that.
Yeah. And even if it is their home, because the military affords the ability to travel the world, they want to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are any of them saying, hey, you know what? I love it here, but my heart's calling me to Iowa. I gotta go.
Have we
I don't think we want to go to Iowa. We've had like Wisconsin and a couple of close ones in there, Kansas.
Yeah.
It's actually really funny because part of like when people cancel, we always get reasons for canceling, stuff like that, because we always want to make sure we're not doing anything wrong, or that we can help them out if there's anything that we could do better. But a lot of times they'll put like moving with a sad face, like favorite gym,
crying faces on here.
We see it and we're always like, aw. And so it's always we'll get messages later like, hey, this is where I'm living. You need to open a gym here. Like I can't find a gym to train at. And so, it's a blessing and a curse, I guess. It's kind of nice because people truly care about it, but it's always sad when people leave and they don't want to.
Oh, for sure. And actually, that is a great question because y'all are on the west side. Any plans to maybe expand, bring something over to the east side?
Oh yeah,
we would love to.
We've been planning that for years, and I think the hardest thing that we're having right now is finding the right commercial space. We've been I think we started talking about opening a second location in like 2018 or 2019.
2019. The goal was 2020, I think, and then 2020 happened.
2020 happened.
Yeah. 2020, yeah.
Threw that off.
Just ruined everyone's lives. There you go. Yeah. Threw off goals of all sorts.
Yeah.
So what are some fitness trends that you wish would go away? Like, for a while there, okay, the Kardashians had some of us out here in waist trainers. And then you hear about, I mean, I'm not saying it was me, it may have been me, but I'm just saying I wasn't the only one. But, and then there's like Pilates, and then it's like CrossFit, and it's always some new trend that's to get fit and cut weight. What's just one that you just would like just stop doing it, people?
I don't even know if
this is a hard one.
Yeah, it's actually really tough because for us, like we're very neutral on most things because although it might not be the best form of fitness or the most ideal, anything that gets people off the couch and moving and doing something is okay in our books. Like if that introduce them, a lot of people will start doing something that we're like, hey, that might not be the best, but hey, you're doing something. And then they'll start kind of learning more about it and getting into other stuff and start figuring it out a little bit more. So I think the only thing that we would say that we wish would go away is like the extreme dieting. Because that's the only one that actually will seriously cause negative effects. Like all the other stuff, there's ways to do it safely, healthy. It's better than doing nothing, but the extreme dieting is getting out of control. Like
the weird stuff. Like you can't eat vegetables because vegetables are the worst thing ever. It's like the really extreme, like you can only eat these 3 things. Otherwise, you're destroying your diet and you're destroying your digestive system. And there's a lot of, and I think social media plays a huge part in it, but there's a lot of really extreme diets right now, probably forever, but that are really,
oh, for sure.
Yeah, really coming up right now that are just, it's not healthy. And I wish people would see like that's not the best way to go about it in 99% of the population.
Honestly, and it's crazy because for the vast majority of the population, just eating what you want in moderation is totally acceptable. Unless you're trying to get stage ready and do a bodybuilding competition or something like that, most people can eat a lot of what they want as long as they don't overeat what they want. And so people treat it as this some like super complex, crazy thing. And it's like, just eat less.
Balance.
Have some balance with your diet, and you'll probably be really happy with the results. It's just people want that quick fix, and so they're like, wait, I can just eat nothing but meat and that's gonna fix all my problems. It's like, well,
let me try.
Yeah. It's like, probably
let me
not.
try.
You're probably gonna be really upset with that later.
Yeah, freaking Emily, I don't know if y'all have seen that movie, Devil Wears Prada, but there's a scene where she's like, I'm on this new diet where I don't eat anything until I feel like I'm gonna faint, and then I eat a cube of cheese.
Yeah, but really, like,
that's gonna be a thing.
Yeah, far-fetched from what
I come out with a trendy name for it, and people are gonna start doing it. It's like, no, don't do that.
I love candy way too much. Sugar has got a serious hold, not like on me, but I know on our society. Like Reese's peanut butter cups. I don't know how to kick them at this point. I want to get hypnotized, but I'm afraid of what that therapist might do while I'm hypnotized. Every time I see Reese's, so I start like, bonk, bonk, and I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't want to do it, but I want to kick that habit, but I can't. So what's some tips out here for us sugar gliders?
Man, I'm gonna be rough with that one. I've never been super into sugar. She's
lucky,
and
she's got some issues with it, and we haven't figured out the way to totally kick it than exercising supreme self-control. Because sugar is so addictive. I don't think people realize how addictive it is.
Oh yeah.
It only takes 7 to 14 days of like refraining from it completely to kind of like kick yourself into a more moderation side of it, where every time you indulge, it just makes it harder and harder not to.
It really becomes a habit. So once you break that habit, reaching for a Reese's or whatever, then it becomes a lot easier. So like, I used to be really bad about every time I went to the store, I was like, ooh, I'm going to grab some peanut butter M&Ms at checkout. Like, and then I'd be like, ooh, I want to go to the store just to get M&Ms. And like, once I broke that habit, I see them now and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember when I used to binge on M&Ms every time I went to the store. But now that the habit isn't there, it's more of a want, but it doesn't feel like it's like consuming me where I have to have the M&Ms, which is honestly how it used to be. Like, I love sugar. I could just eat it all day.
Well, and we always tell people when making that habit to think about it in like smaller chunks. Like most people are like, oh, I don't want to eat sugar, so I'm not going to eat sugar for the next year. And it's like, well, that's a pretty large task that you're setting aside.
Wow.
So think about it on a daily basis. You're going to try to go for the year or whatever, but just tell yourself, like, I only have to get through today. I just have to not have sugar today. And then when you wake up the next day, you say, okay, well, I just have to not have sugar today.
And then if you break it, don't spiral out of control, which I've also done, and then be like, I already ruined it, so I'm gonna go buy 17 more Reese's. Like,
that's exactly, I do that. Get out of my head, Kendall, get out of my head. That's exactly what I do.
Yeah.
Or it's just like this vicious, oh my gosh, I got so many movie quotes. It's like from Fat Bastard, Austin Powers, he's like, I eat because I'm sad. I'm sad because I eat.
It's a vicious circle.
It's real thing.
Yes, it's true, and that's the hardest part of fitness, is learning that the diet side is so much harder. Like getting exercise, all that stuff, it's really hard. It sucks a lot of the time, but it's a lot more achievable from a lot of people. And then the diet side is just like, we get that struggle. Trust me. We both struggle with our own dietary issues. I like pizza and food way too much.
Oh, exactly. I love pizza. See, all the good stuff is freaking loaded with stuff. And that's the stuff that they say that you're supposed to eat in moderation. Freaking good. Like, yo, if you want to make grapes and spinach taste as good as pepperoni pizza with bacon, I'm on board.
Those don't taste like cupcakes, so I don't want them.
Yeah, exactly.
We know this. We can relate to everybody that comes in the gym, because everybody always expects that we have like perfect diets and we work out all the time. It's like, we're like everybody else. We struggle with it every single day. We struggle with consistency in the gym. I have pizza. I think I just ate pizza yesterday. Trust me, we struggle with that as well. So we get that struggle.
And so what do you think, or what would you say to the youth? Because, even as America as a whole, our youth obesity rates just continue to incline. They're not getting enough movement. Why do you think that is? And what are some things that we can do to start curtailing that?
I think probably just education around dieting healthy is probably the biggest thing, because what we've learned the most is that people are actually pretty conscious about what they're eating. They think about it. I think they just haven't been taught the right way to think about it. So you go get a Subway sandwich, healthy, like they say it's healthy, but you add all the stuff that you put on there, and you're like, you take a Subway sandwich and it's worse than McDonald's. And I think a lot of people don't realize like how quickly healthy foods can even turn bad if you're throwing other stuff in with it. And then counting calories, like peanut butter. Everybody loves most people love peanut butter. It's very calorie dense, and people are like, oh, I just put a tablespoon on my sandwich, and you watch them count it out. They counted it as 100 calories, and you're like, no, that's 16 tablespoons. Actually 1,600 calories. And so it's a very complex situation where people have to learn how to like realistically count calories, know what types of food to go, and that's just coming down to education, like having them either talk to people, read about it, anything like that, and take it seriously. And that can be done in school. It can come from the parents, because a lot of times if the parents eat a certain way, the kids are going to eat a certain way, and that's just the way it is. And that makes it hard, because kids aren't going to go to the grocery store and buy their own stuff. And so I think it's imperative that parents start taking their own health seriously and looking into it and taking it seriously as they take anything else, because then they can teach their kids the same things. And kids are pretty they want to learn from their parents, they learn from their environment, all that stuff. And so if you can set your kid up for those healthy habits when they're young, you're setting them up for a lifelong healthy habit, instead of just if you're 50 years old, it's like, okay, if you just figure out then, like, great, like that's better late than ever. But imagine if you figure it out when you're 12, 13, 14, and you start making good decisions then, all of a sudden you have your whole life ahead of you, and that just makes it easy. You're on cruise control after that.
You're not trying to break some freaking crazy habit where, like, I guess for a lot of us, trying to figure out what is a portion size. I grew up, it's like you load your plate up, your parents load your plate up, you go to your friend's house, you're loading up on pancit or, macaroni and cheese, whatever the heck. And now they're talking about that's the bajillion portion sizes you've got on your plate that you're about to down, and I'm like, what's a portion size, So it's just, you're right, education.
How to look at a nutrition label, all that stuff, what you're looking for, just a lot of the stuff that's even marketed as healthy that's so bad for you, but you wouldn't know because someone tells you it's healthy. And so just a lot of education on that, and not for the most part reaching for those things like chips and candies and packaged muffins and all those things that have no nutritional value. But as a child, if they're in your house, that's the first thing you're going to grab because it's easy and it tastes good.
Yeah.
Knowing how
colorful.
Knowing how to actually measure, because one of the things that we've noticed recently is a lot of the manufacturers, when they're packaging things, on the back it'll say calories 400, and you look and you're like, that's not bad, like 400 not a big deal. But then you look in the fine print, it says servings per container 2, and you're like, okay, well that's really 800 calories, where most people wouldn't think to look at that top section to be like, oh, that's double what it says it is, and they would just eat it and say, okay, that's my 400 calories, not knowing that they're already 400 over where they should be.
It's just a tricky marketing thing they use.
That is tricky, because they'll make it seem like, it's just, it's, 200 calories and stuff, but the serving size is like, like 2 ounces or whatever.
Exactly.
You get the whole thing, and the next thing you know, you've drank a whole meal.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
And that's becoming worse and worse, because I think manufacturers, and I guess that is a good thing, because I think people are starting to pay attention to the nutrition labels, and manufacturers are noticing that. And so they're starting to change the packaging to make sure people are still buying the stuff that they're selling, which is probably not the greatest thing for manufacturers to do, but they also sell a lot of garbage. So
they do. Do you think we should ban Mountain Dew?
I don't think we should ban anything.
I'm a big fan of Mountain Dew. So
really?
I
thought that would have been under the unhealthy category for sure.
No, that's an unhealthy category, but a good, gaming and Mountain Dew, they just go together. So I'm all in for Mountain Dew. So no banning it.
Everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation.
If you want to have Mountain Dew as a treat once in a while, like, good for you.
Just don't drink 6 a day.
Yeah.
Don't drink 6. What about bangs? Those seem like 0 calories. And are they getting away with something? Should I have those in moderation?
I don't know. I don't know how they have 0 calories when they literally taste like you're drinking cotton candy.
They're using some kind of sweetener in there. It might not be bad for gaining weight, but it's bad for causing some other health conditions, because there's something in there that's not right.
Yeah.
Wow. So what I'm hearing is I really need to get my nutrition kind of together. Apparently, I need to show some self-control with my Reese's. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna write it in my journal. I'm gonna self-reflect. Have a serious conversation. But it's so hard because again, it's just everywhere. There's the commercials and just everywhere you go. And I know you can't outwork a bad diet, but I just feel like I don't know. I guess it's really about how bad the self-discipline is. Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what it all comes down to?
Because you can technically outwork a decently bad diet. But as the caveat
do you have
to
the
that,
time to do that?
I don't know anybody that has the time to do it. If you want to be in the gym for 8 hours a day, you can outwork a lot of what you put into your system. But if you can find a middle ground where you're working on enough to help counteract some of the stuff, and you want to have, a little bit of chocolate here and there, but you're getting your gym time, by all means, you'll be set. That way you can kind of indulge, but that way you're not eating 4,000 calories of chocolate and then saying, I'm going to go out work on a diet and have to spend 18 years in the gym.
Or eating another $17,000 or 17,000 pieces of candy because you're like, I've already come this far.
True.
Might as well keep going. Yeah, I like that. Okay, all right. So before we start wrapping up, let's quickly get back to our this or that. I took us off on a lovely tangent, but this was great information about showing some self-control. Do we all have it? That'll remain to be seen. We'll check in. We'll see if I've gotten any bigger. How many Reese's am I eating? But we'll circle back. All right. So I know for Kendall, you said you love cardio. All right. And then Jesse, you hit us with a little bit of weightlifting. But wow, this is going to get interesting. So pre-workout or no pre-workout?
I can only function on pre-workout. So all pre-workout all the time.
I am not a fan of pre-workout and I never use it.
We're so opposite.
Wow. Okay. I love that. Okay. So if I wanted to dabble, what kind of pre-workout are you taking, Jesse?
Right now, only because I'm super lazy and I don't want to have to wash a shaker. I drink the pre-made C4
ready
cans.
to drink ones.
You literally just crack it open, good to go.
It was like a little shooter shot?
No, it's like a full drink. I think they sell them in 12 ounce or 16 ounce.
Oh.
We have 16 ounce at the gym, and so I just snag one of those. And
they're almost more like an energy drink.
Yeah, they got the same stuff.
Yeah,
though,
same flavors. Then you get the pre-workout benefits.
I try not to drink them because I know they're not healthy. But if I don't, then my workouts are trash. And if I drink them, my workouts are great. And so I'm like, well,
get some people going.
I'm trying to find the balance of not too much trash in my system with pre-workout stuff, but also getting the best workouts. Yeah.
All right, I feel you. So a purist like Kendall, and yet trying to get the gains. I get it. Okay, Exactly. I gotcha. All right, leg day or upper body?
Oh no.
Jeez. Normally leg day, but right now I'm not feeling leg day, so I'm gonna say upper body right now.
I also will say upper body.
Oh, I'm surprised on that.
Big fan of bench. Bench is my favorite lift, so I'm gonna go with that.
Okay.
Normally,
It depends how good of shape I'm in currently. Like right now, leg day is just hard, and so I'm not a fan. It's just hard. But sometimes if I'm in shape, I love leg day.
I hear you, but that tells me how many pull-ups can you do?
How many what?
How many pull-ups can you do?
Oh geez. Right now,
I bet you can do more than 3.
Yeah, 5 or 10, maybe.
Oh, bet. Oh my gosh, yes.
I think if there was a bet on it, she could do 10.
That's freaking awesome. I bet you could too. Making us proud. I'm out here trying to struggle. You guys talking about upper body. I'm like, I can't even do 3 pull-ups right now. That's hard. Upper body, put me under a squat rack any day.
She can do 215 burpees in like 15 minutes. She always underestimates her abilities.
Okay, though. All right. So if we ever have to do the Great American Race or that race, I'm teaming up with you, Kendall.
Yeah, you would want.
I'm on your team.
Her body doesn't have lactic acid like most people do.
That's why I enjoy cardio, because it just I don't get that burning leg sensation. I can just keep on going.
I get that sensation going up the stairs.
She's like, I'm not even sweating. Let's go.
I have to take a break every time I go. Babe, wait for me. Oh, I'll catch up.
well, gosh, now I don't even know if I want to ask this one, considering you both prefer upper body, but deadlift or squat?
Squat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Squat. Okay. Do you see a lot of people messing up their form on deadlift?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Deadlift's one of those things that I have a hard time with it because I love it so much and it's really great. But for the majority of the population, the risk to reward ratio on it, unless you want to compete in it or you're using it for something very specific, is not that great compared to squats, because there's a lot of other movements that can achieve a lot of the same thing as deadlifts do as far as what you're trying to recruit muscularly. And so squats aren't really replicatable, if that's a word, where deadlifts you could pretty easily, and then just so many people aren't dialed in. Even people that are pretty good at deadlifts, like their form goes out the window if they go too heavy.
Yep.
So as much as
you always hear about a back injury.
Yeah. if you ask, most people that are injured how they got injured, I'd bet 50% of the time it's doing some form of deadlift type exercise, which again, I'm a big proponent of deadlifts, love them. I just feel like for the majority of the population, unless you're trying to compete in something or other and you're using it for your athletic standpoint, you're better off just squatting and doing other movements.
What's a good alternate we can swap out our deadlift for?
Honestly, for most people, like lunges, Romanian deadlifts, I like a little bit better because you don't have to go as heavy, and it's going to work close to your chain a lot more. You could do kettlebell swings, same thing. It's light, a little bit more explosive. And then most people who are deadlifting are trying to build their glutes. And so you can do hip thrusts and all kinds of stuff like that. There's even machines like we have a gluteator at the gym where you can hit the glutes. Glutes are huge. So anything that hits the glutes, you can pick.
I will say that I feel like I fangirl. I don't know why I'm not there, but I feel like your gym though, because you guys are the only ones I've seen that had the curve. Well, you were the first ones that had the curved treadie, right? Yeah. And then y'all had with the glute thruster machine. There was that one, and then there was another one that y'all had. I think it was like a belt squat or something like that. But y'all stay fingers on the pulse for booty gains, like straight up.
Yeah, we have that. We have a couple specialty pieces that I don't think you would find anywhere else. Like the gluteator, I don't know if you've seen that one yet, but it's like a mix between like an adduction and hip thrust. It's like both movements in one. Super unique. Only like the company that makes it has a patent on like that type of movement right now.
Oh wow!
How long that's gonna last? But it's very unique, and it burns a lot. Let's just say that.
People are their glute gains.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to come get a pass. I'm just like, that's what's up. I'm awful because sometimes that's the hardest part about, because I have a desk job, so I really have to make an effort to stand and to do glute activation. I don't think it sounds silly, but that whole sleepy that sleepy glutes where your ass falls asleep, that is a thing. Like, and so yo, help me out. What should I do? Help me out. What should I do, Kendall? Okay, Jesse, go ahead. You can take it too.
No, I was going to say this, and this is just good information for people that work at desk jobs. So you're because you're sitting so much, your hamstrings are getting tighter and tighter, which then like everything on the backside of your body is for the most part interconnected. If the hamstrings tighten up, it's got to pull on something. Most people that are experiencing like back issues, unless they've had some kind of injury, probably could solve it by simply getting their glutes and hamstrings to loosen up. So if you work a desk job, sitting, anything like that, taking time every day to stretch your hamstrings will provide a ton of relief for the vast majority of people that have those issues. And then with the stretching part of it, most people don't stretch correctly. They'll like hold, like, you're leaning over, you feel the stretch, you're going to do it for about 15 seconds, but you have to think about it in terms of your entire day. If you're sitting for 8 hours and you're stretching for 15 seconds, which one's going to win? Probably the 8 hours. And so when you stretch, you should be holding those stretches for probably a minimum of 2 minutes per stretch. So if you're like leaning over and doing a straight leg stretch, you should be doing your best to hold that for 2 to 5 minutes, because it'll slowly loosen up and it'll help counteract the other stuff. If you just do it for 15 seconds, you're just kind of moving around and not really doing much. But
I definitely feel seen when you said if you're only doing it for like 15 seconds and then sitting back down. Okay, all right. Yeah, calling me out without calling me out.
Playing sports.
I appreciate it. Yeah, no, that's good, because you're absolutely right, because it does lead to hamstring tightness. That's one of the biggest things that I suffer from is hamstring tightness. And okay, just need to get my ass up, stretch more,
Yeah.
eat less Reese's, self-control. I guess use a
Self-control.
kid's plate so I can portion size. Okay, and hit more HIIT exercises in my life because that is how I can be fit like Kendall.
I think you have the secret recipe right there. I think that's all it is. It's not.
Oh, I hope everyone's listening and wrote that down. Yeah, that was the recipe. Now, whether or not you can do it, because what the key there was is the discipline part. You've been hammering that home the whole point. And I don't know. I got a Reese's in the drawer right now. It's got my name on. Maybe when that's gone, I'm gonna start fresh.
There you go.
Yes.
That's it. Just wait until it's over.
House first, and then start.
Yes.
Just
There
don't
you go. We don't want to waste it.
Then you just keep going like, oh, I just have to go until it's gone, and it's it's a vicious cycle again.
There it is. I just have to make it. What did you say, Kendall? The 7 days? 7 days to kick the habit?
7 to 14 days, kind of depends.
7
It
to
took
14.
me about a week, and then I start getting stronger. I don't think that's the technical. I think, isn't it 21 days is the technical?
The best part about the shorter terms is because every time you exercise your self-discipline, it gets a little bit easier to exercise your self-discipline. Every time you eat what you're not supposed to, it gets easier to eat that thing. So you won't kick the habit in those first couple weeks, but every day you get closer to the end of it, you get stronger and stronger in that thing.
Personally,
So
it takes like a week, and then I start feeling stronger, and it's not as hard. But that first week is torture, and I'm not fun to be around.
All right. So if y'all are dealing with me, it's because I'm trying to cut down on my sugar. And what I heard there also is do not reward myself at the end of the week with more sugar.
I get more reasons.
At least not with
Don't
food.
do that. Don't do that. Okay, I won't do that. Well, oh my gosh, it has been such a pleasure having you both on tonight. I really enjoyed the conversation. Was there any shout outs that either of you want to give tonight to anyone?
Our whole gym team.
Yeah, all of our members, all of our
employees,
team, like they're the reason why we're
Couldn't do
able
it
to
without them.
have the gym and have it be what it is, and it wouldn't be the same without any of them. So definitely.
Hey, yeah, y'all do have some nice members. I mean, seriously, it sounds like a true community, a little family down there. So, hearts and hugs out to you all. Appreciate you all. So on that note, I'm going to go and say, this is the Nightly Strange. This is Kay Stanley wrapping it up. On behalf of D-Mac, Rosie the Champ, and Kilo Keys, we appreciate you all, and we will catch you all next time.
You're welcome to the Nightly Strange.
Thanks, God.